As for life coming from non-life, consider this. Supposing you had a suitably fine pair of tweezers, and the patience and desire to do so, you could pick apart your body an atom at a time. After the exercise was complete, if you could observe the result, all you would see is a pile of very fine dust. None of what you would see is alive, but all of it had once made up you. Some carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, phosphorus, oxygen, sulfur, dashes of some metals, zinc, iron, calcium, etc. That is all there is. None of these elements are alive. They never were. Yet all of them once made up you. So, Eric, what is the problem exactly with life coming from non-life? Regarding matter creating itself, here is a useful little equation that destroys this straw man. E equals mc squared. Matter is a condensed form of energy, or in language that you might understand, Eric, energy begat matter. If you have a problem with this, Eric, then we can show you the reverse process.
Members that are no longer in good standing are always excommunicated. If you don't believe in the theory anymore, you are excommunicated. And it's only the members that are in good standing that are worthy of any kind of judgment.
Saying and showing the word excommunicated a few times, Eric, isn't going to make the term accurate.
Excommunication as a term used for the banishment of an individual from a church or religious group does not apply to the scientific community, as it is not a religious community. Anyone is free to question any scientific theory they choose, but to do so and remain a scientist, you must base your conclusions on evidence. A scientist may question the theory of evolution, but on examining all the available evidence relevant to their question, they must draw their conclusions in line to what the evidence suggests.
I fail to see how Eric, even with his lack of common sense, can relate the kicking of a member from a particular group would make that group a religion. Let us imagine a group of young girls having a secret clubhouse. In their secret clubhouse they tell each other all their little secrets, as well as what boys they like. They all agree that out of Jim, Mark and Jacob, they all think that Jacob is the most attractive. Then one day one girl says she prefers the boy Mark, and in turn the other girls kick her out. Does this make the clubhouse for these girls a church, Jacob their god, the whole thing a religion, and the banning of this girl being called excommunicated? Even if we reject all known intelligence and listen to you, Eric, your point doesn't work.
It also attempts to provide the basic answers to life, answers to those questions. Who am I? Where did I come from? Why am I here? And where am I going to go when I die?
How more simple can I make this statement, Eric? Evolution is the change in life forms at a small level of a population of life throughout generations. The changes are so small they take ages to have any visible effect. It does not attempt in any way to answer your questions. It is a biological process. Studying it, as science has done, can give us the means to determine conclusions to answer some of these questions. But evolution itself is not a conscience, not a spiritual entity. It is merely something that happens.
And it deifies nature. Is evolution a religion? Yes, it is.
The following is a list of what makes a religion, according to Eric Hovind. A religion must violate physical laws in some manner, have a faith in the unobserved, have some facility to excommunicate or socially shun non-believers of said religion. Only members of the group in good standing with the religious authorities are given the right to pass judgment on others. Must attempt to answer the basic questions of life, but it is not required to succeed, and it must possess some form of deity. If you apply these criteria to the actions, beliefs and intentions of the creationist movement, including those of the CSE, You can clearly see why repeatedly creationism has been ruled to be a religious doctrine, not science, time and time again.